There we go. That IQ only stands for ability to manipulate abstract construct in your mind, helps you even enable. So, one of the things that I've been thinking about for like the past, I don't know, 10 years, this is all philosophical. What I'm saying has no basis in fact, but I feel like there's a big difference between knowledge, wisdom, and intelligence. That intelligence can often lead you to seek to experience. Experience leads to knowledge, and the processing of knowledge can lead to wisdom. But that if any of these fail, you don't obtain wisdom from it, right? Voss in Far Cry 3 can say, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. Doing the same thing over and over again without changing anything and expecting a different result. I don't think that IQ necessarily is going to have a big impact on wisdom. That you can be super intelligent and be a complete idiot, and you can have really low intelligence and be the wisest individual in the world. That's my very weird philosophical debate. What were we farming? We were farming the sword from Watch Dogs. I remember now. We were purposefully killing ourselves. We run past him, we farm this guy. If he doesn't drop the sword, we kill ourselves. But there should be strict regulations on companies' rights, so they can only hire people fit for the job. Yeah, I'm very much a case of there's very few cases where I think somebody's gender or race matters in a job. Ow. Message was appraised. Got him. Okay, he didn't drop it. Time to die. Sudoku time. We do that because there's a stake of America right here. So it'll put us right back here. I think it's the Watchdog Greatsword is what we're farming. Rip. Ooh, hold on, let me move my camera up. Say higher IQ helps people in seeing patterns. Yes, I do think I was forced. I wasn't forced, but I had IQ tests given to me as a kid, and it doesn't matter what I scored. Honestly, I don't really care. But from what I could gather, they really just test pattern recognition. And while that is a very useful part of life, I don't find it to be the most useful aspect of life. At least not anymore as an adult. Maybe my view on that will change. For me, wisdom and passing that on to the new generation is more important. That makes sense. Almost absent. Ow. Maybe let me kill this thing and then read chat. Boop. Boop. Got him. Nope. Networking is just one part of an IQ test, and studies show that a high IQ is correlated with success in many of their positive attributes. That is true. That is true. Like, I think the amount of money you make when you grow up, there is correlation between IQ and that. And also, I think finishing education. I mean, look, I'll put it this way. Like, for instance, the army doesn't hire people, I think, below a certain IQ. And there is a reason for that. I think that there are correlations. I'm not saying people with lower IQ can't succeed. Just that there are correlations and they seem to match up with this info. But I also agree with what Almost Absent says, and I would agree that I think a lot of people with less than optimal IQ can probably do the same jobs. It might just be more difficult. I certainly can say I don't think we should discriminate on the basis of IQ or anything else. Oh god, I keep rolling too soon. Can you stop doing that? My lord. It's an 8% drop. We'll get it. Hypothesis that language is strongly related with IQ. Lack of language will make you... I think there's a reason for that, though, and I think the reason for that being true would be that if you can't communicate, you learn less, and therefore your brain just doesn't develop. IQ produces the most economic value in terms of innovation. Every country should try to increase the average IQ as much as possible. Yeah, that's fair. It makes sense from my life experience, though my best money-making opportunities came straight from just contracts. They can find best success when you have best communication and maybe little manipulation skills. Yeah, I think that's just a fair takeaway from all that. Good question, Casper. Definitely an academic advantage in terms of raw power, but someone with lower IQ can be much richer. That's true. I mean, for instance, there are a lot of cases to get rich that don't involve much IQ. Maybe they involve more luck or social things. My hot take that you guys can agree or disagree with is that a lot of people on certain social media platforms probably don't fall under the description of very high IQ, but guess what? They have a lot more money than me. A fuck ton more money than me. Alright. Pro lowering taxes on parents with high IQs. Doesn't that sound like a little bit of, what's the word? Eugenics? I know that's a bit of a reach. I don't know of a better word to describe it. Why am I dodging? I need to die. I think many countries with a highly educated population are wealthy. Is that always true, though, that countries with higher educated populations are more wealthy? Is it with education or is it with IQ? I know there's a correlation between IQ and education, but is it that significant that even let's say an average point difference of 5 points between a country would result in that significant of a average GDP. To me, 5 to 10 points difference does not seem that significant. Shit. Okay. Ooh. No luck. Time to die. He's just standing there. He's not even aggressive. Japan have greatest average IQ score, so if you believe in genetic aspect of IQ, it would mean that you should want to have more Japanese people in your country. Not wrong. Children are expensive, therefore we want more intelligent children in the country. We should reduce the tax burden to incentivize something much better. That just sounds like eugenics, though. I mean, maybe I'm misunderstanding what you're saying, but it sounds like eugenics, which I'm not personally a fan of. Get out of here, imp. Stop it. We just make it illegal to breed. I mean, it would be faster. I mean, eugenics is a scary word for a pretty good reason, right? I'm not a fan of your idea because I feel like it robs people of... While IQ is genetic, right? To some extent, but not completely. That I think putting some... What's the word I can use here? Putting forceful social limitations on success based on one metric does not give credit to the fact that IQ is a multivaried aspect of somebody's success, and also doesn't indicate or doesn't have a strong correlation with the wisdom that somebody has. And I think that for a lot of cases, for humanity to succeed in a positive way, while high IQ is one important metric, I do think wisdom is another one. I agree wisdom isn't genetic, which is exactly why having some way, I won't say to criminalize, but to hinder the child rearing possibilities of individuals with low IQ, while it may in theory solve one problem, it doesn't solve the problem that there is almost this degradation of positive morals and values in a lot of societies, in my view. That could be just my personal opinion. It's I think Gattaca kind of goes over it. Have you seen the movie Gattaca? And you know, there are positives to the society in Gattaca, but there are also a lot of negatives. I think if we theoretically wanted to try and simulate the creation of an ideal society, not that it would be good or bad, but just as a thought test, we'd maybe have to both. I'm not saying I advocate for this, okay? But that we would have to limit both the child rearing possibilities of people with high IQ or low IQ, but also with low whatever society deems to be bad morals. But I think that because this wisdom and these morals are not necessarily genetic, that they all are also based on nurture, it's impossible to do. People with low IQ work harder because of taxes that privilege given to high IQ will cause performance to drop. That's a good point, Horkon. That is a good point. Other issue is that why do you believe IQ will scale up indefinitely? What if two parents with 180 IQ can only give 180 IQ score? Well, the thing is too that if let's say that IQ is 80% genetic, then that means that there's 36 points that may be lost upon that child being born average. And so, like, what do we do with the low IQ children? I mean, okay, look, at this point though, if you're 180 and you have slightly lower IQ than your parents, ow. Fuck. You work more, your IQ is going down. Study compared 55 hours a week with 40 hours a week. I won't work to get less taxes. People with low IQ currently have a higher birth rate because they struggle with planning for far into the future, and so higher IQ people are more concerned with finances. This is leading to the devolution of humanity. That is quite an interesting view. I don't think I agree with that view personally. I can see where you're coming from in some cases, but maybe I don't agree with the way to solve it. I think that I agree that society can benefit from everybody having higher IQ. I do think that there is a tangible benefit from that, right? I'm not sure I agree with the methodology of achieving that, though. I will say to a certain extent that my own views of how society is functioning, both from a success and like failure aspect, that IQ I don't think is the largest factor. Ooh, hold on. Watchdog's great sword, we got it. Let's go. I'm curious if that version of the Watchdog drops something though. I'm not sure. Great type of maybe not fully, like it's not pure IQ, but people less successful, which can have a lot more bad traits that cause that. Yeah, and yeah, I can agree with that. But like, can we ever sort that? And if we can sort that, should we ever? Again, criminalize is not the right word, but I guess hinder or privilege individuals based on those factors. First person in my family ran away from home to build a family only to get a divorce later. I mean, statistically speaking, because I dropped out of high school, I should be a pretty dumb individual. I don't think I'm that dumb, but I don't think I'm that high IQ either. I try to be more wise than I am smart, I guess. I'm very impulsive. I'm very idealistic, and in some cases naive. Actually, why did I kill myself there? Let me get my runes back and kill this guy, and then we'll exit this this place. To show that the correlation is not causation. Yes, low IQ people are not having higher birth rate due to planning's problem, especially in places where abortion is legal. If you have more kids, if you're a part of religion, Yeah, there's also that case. Creating tax incentives that benefit the entire country is not unethical. What do we feel about like 500 Plus in Poland, which provides money from tax money from the government per child you have? In Poland, you are given 500 Polish. I don't know if it's still the case, but you're given 500 Polish zloty per child you have. And there are some individuals who do have children simply to cash in on that. Oh, yeah, in that case, you're from Poland? You're from Poland too? Okay. You get money each month for 2 kids. It didn't work. Yeah, I get the design of it. I actually agree with the design of it, right? Which is to relieve some of the financial stresses of having children, and maybe to, I guess the idea was to allow children to spend more time, or adults to spend more time with their children and work less, right? And to be honest, I think that's understandable. Oh, that wasn't the case? Please enlighten me, because I just guessed what the case would be. I'm not from Poland. Promise we don't need more children, we need more intelligent children. I just don't know if it can ever be insured. I don't know if your method of insuring intelligent children is for sure the way to do it. I would much rather, if there is a level of IQ, or a certain amount of IQ that is not insured genetically, that we do our best to increase quality of education so that over time children become naturally more intelligent. And that in addition to intelligence, we do our best to foster positive values and morals within children so that society as a whole becomes just more positive. I don't know. Education doesn't increase IQ. Okay, but if IQ is 80% genetically driven, theoretically, where does the other 20% come from? And yeah, higher education does not hurt long run, right? Okay, let's see what the next greatsword we have to get is. Elden Ring weapons. It was a colossal sword, I think, right? Ruins, Malakath. We're missing something here. It might be the Troll's Golden Sword or the Troll Knight's Sword. We'll double check. Wrong way. Okay. We know we have all the DLC ones. We have the Zweihander, the Great Sword, Watchdog's Great Sword, Troll's Golden Sword. We do not have the Troll Knight's Sword. And that's gotten from where? Guaranteed drop from the Troll Knight in Karia Manor. Where is that? Oh. Wait. I've never done that, I guess. Or I never killed it. I don't know. Maybe I just ran around it. Let's give a few definitions. Yeah, to me, I don't know what IQ specifically measures. And because of that, I don't feel right. I don't feel right making determinations based on it. Okay, I mean, if your basis is that it's inefficient, I agree. But is being efficient in this case morally and ethically good for humanity? And I think that's a question that we will never have, because it's a moral and ethical question. It's probably an answer that will never be perfectly right or wrong, right? So it's more of a matter of opinion in this case. I also personally think that an individual is more than their IQ. Which way do we need to go? This way. We have to jump down first. What's morally good for humanity is having more high IQ people who can cure cancer and solve all the problems of the world. I disagree on the method of achieving that, personally. I agree with the goal. I don't agree with the method. And I think that IQ only solves half of humanity's problems. Yes, exactly. At what cost? Because I think that hindering individuals' ability to procreate based on a metric that doesn't define who they are as a person, or their morals and what they pass on to their children. To me, that is a very... I don't think that's good for humanity. But by lowering taxes, that is, I think, by definition, hindering. Which method do you think could increase the genetic aspect of IQ on average ethically, in your opinion? Good question. Number one, I don't think I can answer that perfectly, but I can give my opinion on that. I think I would like to see long-term studies of children who are trained to solve problems that you would find on IQ tests. And I would for sure see if this is a question of, does IQ directly determine... I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know. Because I want to see if it's a case of where you can just train children on IQ tests and they are either better, they either get higher IQ. Hold on, let me sit here and talk and say a bit better. Well, training them on the questions they find on IQ tests result in them A, getting higher IQ, but not being more successful. B, they have higher IQ and they're more successful. Or C, they don't result in higher IQ and more. I don't know. There's like a whole bunch of different pathways that might unfold here. I agree that studying for an IQ test invalidates the test, but is that not already the case? Do we have cases where children are studying for IQ? Oh shit, I forgot about this. Studying for IQ tests to get really high grades. Yeah, to me, I'm in Kotspur's camp, which is there seems to be a certain level of IQ that is environmental. How much of how much of that is the case, and that would be an ethical way then to ensure that humanity slowly becomes higher IQ, is to find ways to teach children in a way that results in them getting higher IQ. That might be true, that children are not doing that. Fuck wait, I remember this place. Okay. Yeah, I know what's here. It's all the hands. Alright. So there's something here that drops the greatsword, alright. Do we know what it is? It looked like it was in this corner, right? I'm gonna get fire grease out for this. That will dramatically make this easier. I guess it comes down to me that I feel that higher IQ may not will solve certain problems of society, but it won't solve all of them. And that a society that so heavily a society that so heavily focuses around IQ probably will become less morally good for the rest of the world. That was worded really, really terribly. But I hope you guys get what I mean by that. If people study for IQ tests and it did temporarily boost their IQ by about 4 points, but after a few months that boost faded away. But do you believe that a society that would so heavily base your future prospects on IQ, do you think that we wouldn't have a case of people studying for IQ tests? Because they know that if they don't get a certain score, they won't be given certain privileges in society? IQ does not automatically make a person good. No, it doesn't. I don't think it actually has... if I had to guess, I don't think high IQ has a very big impact on whether or not somebody is good or bad. But that's just a theory at this point. If we would randomly test people, we wouldn't say okay on August. Okay, but if you're randomly tested and you get a high IQ and that lowers your taxes, wouldn't you want to be tested? Oop, baby ones. Hold on. Only lowers your taxes if you have children. But now aren't you incentivizing having children, I think, is similarly ethically questionable. Do adoptive kids count? It's a good question. Don't. Interesting. Who in chat is lurking, just listening but too afraid to say anything? How many of my lurkers do I have here that are just like, I'm not chiming in on this one? Gotcha. Started working meanwhile? Yeah, fair enough. I know there's at least 3 people in chat that have their finger over the click button. We're gonna get him. He's gonna say something. We're gonna send that to all of the publishers. You're done, bozo. Which, I mean, fair enough, right? Some people can adopt away their children and get lower tax. You found the loophole. The zero tax glitch. Oh no, not this. Yes, Anakin face. I'll just run through it. We're doing it. I don't actually know if these guys drop anything good. We're going for it though. Oop. That's not the right direction. Ice cream before rescuing Yans for IQ. And just like, just 100. Okay, guys, let him die. See ya, buddy. This topic is too spicy for your professional prospects. No, I'm just messing. I do not say things on this channel or not say things simply because it might make a publisher uncomfortable. If I cannot be myself on this channel, what am I streaming for? Number one. And if I can't be myself when working on games, then what's the point of working? And I don't think anything that I'm saying is controversial. I don't know. Yeah, no, it's very interesting to discuss. Everybody's been extremely respectful, and that's all I ask for, is not whether we can agree or disagree, but whether we can do it safely. Yeah, I love talks like this. I think they're really interesting, especially when they discuss moral and ethical views. And I don't mind playing devil's advocate and saying, you know, yeah, let's go down a rabbit hole that maybe none of us in chat agree with. Well, where does that take us? You know, what would happen to society if X or Y happened? To me, that's really cool, because then that's almost like science fiction, right? If somebody didn't question what happens if we discriminate based on people's genetics, Gattaca, the movie, would not occur, and because of that, we wouldn't have so many interesting topics for discussion. I don't like the premise that you can't talk about things that are controversial because they're controversial. I think that means you need to talk about them more. Philosophy is that I'm willing to make the world a better place, even if that seems sus. Well, the thing is, for a discussion like this of how do we make society better, how in the hell can anybody ever have a one perfect answer to that? By the very definition of it, it is an opinionated philosophical question. Therefore, nobody is necessarily right or wrong on their opinion on how to achieve it. So if I shut you down, for instance, Ice Cream, because I don't agree with your way to accomplish this, is that in itself, the act of shutting you down, making society a better place? In my opinion, no. Ah, it's this giant guy. You know what? I bet I just ran past him originally. Let me take out these assholes then. With my bow. And, you know, that's something that I don't like about the modern political spheres, where if somebody says something that is deemed controversial, they're like barred from speaking at all. Like, well, okay, but what if they're right? Shouldn't we be able to talk about that? Yeah. And if they're wrong, how will they understand that or think about alternate possibilities if they are never faced with those alternatives and having their viewpoints questioned? which is why I'm not a big fan of canceling. I'm not a big fan of, creating bubbles on social media. Oh, that was a big one. I think it's odd that we can agree on a metric going up would be better. A certain policy would cause that metric to go up, but for some reason we shouldn't do that method. I think that's exactly what makes the topic a philosophical one, right? And an ethical one. Does doing very morally questionable thing, if it results in the right outcome, is it worth the, do the ends justify the means? Okay, we have all colossal swords. Let's move on to the next category, which would be thrusting swords. That's for all the men in chat. Tell me about your thrusting sword, men of the chat. Any general ideas that decide things about somebody based on their genetics or where you're from are generally dangerous ideas. World War II is not that long ago. Yeah, I can agree with that. Talking about immigration as well, it's not that long ago since most European countries had to flee from the Nazis. True. Alright. Carrion Sorcery Sword, that is from Shadow of the Erd Tree. We do not have that. Rapier, Estoc. Noble's Estoc. Cleanrot Knight Sword. Rogier's Rapier. Anspur Rapier and Frozen Needle. Okay, so we need 3 of these. We need the Carrion Sorcery Sword, the Anspur Rapier, and the Frozen Needle. Let's start with this one from Shadow of the Erd Tree. 5 push-ups or squats? What do you want me to do? Want to make sure you got your workout today? No, nobody has done that. In a chest after dropping down into Castle Ensis from Skadu Atlas. Where? Okay. Wait, that's not Castle Ensis. This is Castle Ensis. And it's about here. Alright, let me do my push-ups, and then we will figure out how we get this. Ooh. Oh, I'm stretching too while we're at it. 1, 2, 4, 5. Man, the like leather chair was not a good idea for summer, was it? I'm also all tingly. All my nerves feel tingly. Am I dying of alcoholism, chat? Is it over for me finally? Okay, where do we go? It's not down here, is it? It does say it's dropping down. Hitler drank water, H2O was bad. Yeah, painting is bad too. What else did Hitler do that we're not allowed to do? He loved dogs. Okay, so dogs are bad. So I don't feel bad killing these dogs then. Having mustache is bad. Yep. Good one. It's not here, is it? Being male is bad. You need a text field based on the size of their mustache. I love it. He was hetero as well. Yeah, being straight is bad. Oh, I think there was an item back here that I got. Giving speeches is bad. You can't give speeches anymore. Like I said before, Japanese have high IQ standard. What if smaller dick goes along with higher IQ? Holy shit. That's the secret. What is this? Big brain, big peepee. No, it's big brain, small peepee. That would make dick sense, as dick size is inheritable. So, wait. Do women... Is it all women? Is it that women don't want us to be smarter than them? So they purposefully choose men with bigger peepees so that men remain on lower IQ. When in fact, small peepee makes big IQ. Am I gonna like be murdered by women now that I've uncovered the truth? Dick sizes from mother's side too. Oh, it's up there. Okay, wait, hold on. I see. You have to get... I see. Okay, so hold on. I know how we get up there. So basically, the way to become smarter in the world is to have children with chicks with dicks. Fortunately, most women are not sapiosexuals. It is for DNA of mother, not that. I thought women are sapiosexuals. I thought men aren't sapiosexuals. How do we get down there? Can we go down here? Yes, we can. Ladies need to get a PP as well, so next generation kids have big brain, big PP. We've unlocked the secrets of the universe. Quick, give every single woman... What? Every single woman a PP. Oh, it's all the way over there. Okay, I shouldn't have jumped down. Yeah, I mean, but Sapio's intelligence, right? People with high IQ tend to not be very sexually appealing nerd. But wouldn't it? Okay, so let's just say theoretically, if higher IQ indicates, generally speaking, higher success generally indicates higher worth and social status, then wouldn't it surmise that women actually would be sapiosexuals by and large? Because generally speaking, they prefer to go for a man with high social status and wealth. Don't assess their attraction based on logic, but on vibes. Nerds doesn't equal high IQ. I mean, that's true. That is true. Oh, oop, I'm gonna die. Okay, we didn't die. I think I have to jump on here. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you're right with that one. There's no enemy up here? Okay. Aryan Sorcery Sword obtained. Let's go. What's up next? Anspur Rapier, dropped from Male Marai, Shaded Castle Castellan, a hostile NPC found in the fields west of the Shaded Castle. Excuse me? Oh. Okay. Okay. Okay, I see. I know how to get there. I think I've only been there once, though. I'm not saying all high-Q people are nerds, but the ones who are don't get much female attention. High-Q people who don't get female attention probably because of the other qualities. No, I can agree with that aspect. But I'm seeing if there is a correlation, and I agree that there is a correlation between wealth and IQ, for instance, and career success and IQ, because that is, I've seen the stats on those too. And if women, by and large, choose men based on statistics like that, again, generalization, not all of them, that probably... I guess it would be mature relationships, though, wouldn't it? It wouldn't necessarily just be female attention, but that would be specifically long-term, mature relationships. That probably speaking... I'd like to see the stats on that. If nerds have a higher success rate for long-term, mature relationships that end with families. I don't see many gold diggers these days. Most of them tend to go for guys they find handsome and charming personality. I think that is changing, yes. And I do think that's a good thing. Uncle is called nerd in my family. He's just super unwell, adjusted creeper. I never even really checked over here, but I guess there's an NPC over here. Oh. Yeah, I've never been here. Wait, is it just him? Ow. Oh, it's this guy. It's a Scarlet Rot Dagger. Anspur Rapier. That's pretty cool. Oop, other side. Hold. Hold. Got him. He's kind of shallow, just because a guy is into Giga Chat, he has to be lonely his whole life. Yeah, I don't like that either. It is very shallow. I'm very glad to be with somebody who seems to appreciate my ambition and perceived intelligence. Whatever that means. I'm not so sure, as this study says there's no relation between IQ and wealth. Okay, some contradictory data. Good to know. Frozen Needle. King's Realm ruins found in a chest inside a small room at the end of the underground area in the northeast. Requires defeating of the Royal Revenant boss in order to access the room. Where is that? Consider myself above average looks, yet even I struggle to find a girlfriend because I'm not 10 out of 10. Sorry to hear that, man. I do think that there is somebody out there for everybody. There is somebody in this chat. There is at least one person in the world that wants to fuck your brains out right now. At least one person in this world wants to push you down.
Carol! Carol, I gotta talk to you about
Thank you, Elsie Foster.
Open the door, what do I find?
Perfect
There's not
timing.
a single goddamn desk in that office. There
Even Charlie.
is no Carol in HR.
Somebody wants to fuck Carol in HR and somebody wants to fuck Charlie. That person is me. Somebody wants to fuck your brains out, chat, okay? You'll find that person. They will push you down on the bed. They will tie your hands up. That person is in the Philippines. Oh my god. But it is. Don't give up, chat. Don't do it. You give up, I will be very angry. Thank you, Elsie. By the way, Elsie Foster, thank you. You just helped us complete our follower goal of 300 followers. Now we need to do something special for 300 followers. And if I could take like a second, I'm really thankful that you guys are supporting this game and this channel. It's incredible. You know, I don't do this for the views. I do it because I get a lot of motivation. But I'm really thankful to have people in chat that I can talk to and challenge my own ideas with, or who can teach me something new about game dev or life. I really appreciate it. Ugh. So they said there's some boss here that I have to defeat first in order to get it. Where is the boss? It's not underneath, is it? No. Ooh. Nope. Torn. Here we go. Parkour. Where is this boss? Nice mountain goat mount you have, right? Is there like a boss here that I just didn't find? Stop it. I hate these ones that go invisible. God, they're annoying. Let me check the wiki. Field boss where? In a hidden room underneath King's Realm ruins. The stairs leading down the room are hidden by an illusory floor in the northeast section of the ruins. I see. That would make sense why I haven't ever found that then. Oh, here it is. Okay. Okay. Got him. Hey, and there's our loot. Frozen needle. Causes frost buildup. Pretty cool. And Anspur rapier causes scarlet rot buildup. Oh. Missed a lot of really cool weapons. Okay, was that the last one that we needed? Yes. That is all the thrusting swords. I will double check just to make sure. Strong foe. I'm not so sure. Now once you get some good upgrades. There are 11 of them. 9 of them here. 8 of them. How many are in the wiki? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. Heavy thrusting swords is next. We have just 6 of them. 2 of them from the DLC. And we own 3 of them. Godskin Stitcher, Queeling's Sword, and Bloody Hellas. Okay, one of these is from DLC. We don't have the Sword Lance from the DLC. We're missing the Great Eepee. And the Dragon King's Cragblade. Wait, which ones? Sword Lance? Oh, and the... Wait, Bloody Hellas. Godskin Stitcher. So we need the Great Eepee and the Dragon King's Kingblade. We need the Great Eepee. Sorry, I only opened up 2 of the tabs. Let's start with the Sword Lance from Shadow of the Erd Tree. Can be selected as one of the possible rewards when trading Remembrance of the Wild Boar Rider. Okay, how many remembrances of the Wild Boar Rider do we have? I don't... Where are they? Oh, they're in tools. I don't see him. Oh, here he is. We only have 1, so we have to duplicate that. Let me look up the duplication sites, because I've only think hit 2 of them in the DLC. Remembrance duplication coffins. There's 3 of them in the DLC. One is in the Cathedral of Manus Metter, which we've done. Finger Ruins of Rhea. Where? Found in the southeast of the Finger Ruins of Rhea on a cliff down from the site of grace of the same name. Okay, we'll duplicate there. We might have to start a new game plus in order to do some duplications, but I want to save that until we really need to, because it's going to reset all of my graces, and I don't want to do that, right? Especially for the DLC. Oh, I bet it's up there. Yep. Ignore the hands. Perfect. Okay, let's go back to the Fingering Maidens. And then we'll go for the Dragon King's Craigblade. Alright, where's the Dragon King's Craigblade? Sword Lanscott, and this one is Trade Remembrance of the Dragon Lord. Who's that? I do not have it. Who is the Dragon Lord? Placidusex. Shit. I have not... I guess I only beat him once and I claimed whatever the other thing was. Okay. Time for some crumbling Farah Missoula. The only problem is I don't know how to get to him. From the beside the Great Bridge site of Grace. Turn around and take the elevator back down into the church. Okay. I can do that. Go past the beastmen and exit the church. Head straight ahead out of the church toward the cluster of trees. Look over the edge for a platform to fall down to. Okay. I think I remember now. Where was it? Okay, maybe not. Exit the church, head straight ahead out of the church toward the cluster of trees. Oh, okay, yeah. I remember now. There isn't a site of grace at the end here, is there? Because I kind of want to use that new Dragon Slayer weapon that the DLC gives. Ah, well, we can fight him again. We work on Game Legends Day still or not? No, for today I'm done, but tomorrow we will be back on for more Golden Chronicles. Is it this way? Oh, that's right, it's here, okay. We could make the Dragon Community Grease, but I don't think we're gonna have any problem with him. Let me quickly switch to some better talismans. What do we usually wear here? Maybe we'll do lightning damage, because he does lightning, right? Alright. In my opinion, this is probably the coolest dragon boss in the game. I love Placidusax. Placidusax. That's how they say it in the DLC. Oh. Flashbang chat, sorry about that. Yeah, I should have prepared that.
Carol, I gotta talk to you about Pepe. And when I open the door, what do I find? There's not a single goddamn desk in that office. There is no Carol in HR.
Thank you for the follow. Thank you, Almost Absent. Thank you for the follow. I had a screen over my follow, so I didn't see that. Ooh. Don't skip. I love the way he just hovers. Like, I don't know, like he's being birthed into the world. Gotta get back to work? No worries. Good luck on your work. And, see you next time. Ooh. Great time to stand there. Kind of hurts, doesn't he? Oh, I cut my bow and arrow on my mimic. Oh, what was I thinking? Ran out of stamina. Damn, this poise does not get broken easily, does it? Oh. Dude, the Mimic is taking so much damage from this. So wild. Shit. Oh, I rolled too soon on that. Actually, I thought I rolled too soon on that one, too. Rip Mimic. Oh, shit. I should have known. I should have known. Alright, I'm starting to remember some of his attacks now. We do this. I kind of want to try my, Wait, I have to run all the way back there? There's no Stake of Marika there? What were they thinking when they designed that? I need 16 arcane. Okay, let me just wear this then. I'm gonna see if we can stagger him more often with this. Hold on. We ain't playing. Also, we need to take off the bow. That'll make the Mimic a lot more aggressive. This is such a cool boss that it's pretty hidden too. Okay, where are my... Yeah, that should be fine. Damn, dude, he got ripped up. Oh, now we're talking. Really? I'm getting so greedy back here. I scripted to do that. Really? There we go. I rolled way too soon. Thankfully, he was targeting the Mimic. Don't clip that, that looks just pathetic. He doesn't do as much damage. I almost feel like it'd be better just hitting him when it's like that. Where'd he go? He got wasted. Oh shit. He is firing his lasers, that's for sure. Ah, shit. Oop. Don't do it. Oop. Oop. I have like 1 HP. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Ooh. Oh, that's bullshit. How did I get hit with that? We are not doing this. We are not trading blows. Gotcha, bitch. A little close to the wire. Got 630,000 runes from that, though. That's pretty good. Yeah, and there's probably more bosses like that too, that I claimed one thing from their ashes, their remembrances, and then I didn't get the other thing, so we might have to fight them again. But that's part of the fun. Alright, let's switch these back. Let's go collect this other item from the remembrance. I'll double check to make sure I have the other item too, and I'm pretty sure I do. Where is it? Here it is. Yep, we have the his incantation. Oh, I need 20,000 runes to claim it? Alright. Nice. Dragon King's Crag Blade, heavy thrusting sword. That's pretty good. It's pretty cool. Thundercloud form. I don't know what that does. The last one we need is the Great Eepee. Go due east from the Ogheel Lake South, Site of Grace, and up the hill with gravestones. In a chest near 2 Caden sellswords. Where are the Ogheel Lake South, Site of Grace? Oh, I have north. So, assumedly it's somewhere over here then? We'll go to that side of the lake and check it out. In a chest near 2 Caden sellswords, it's next to the green and yellow banner in front of the rightmost yellow canopy tent. Okay, we'll find it. It's out there somewhere. We could just go through the dragon here. I didn't defeat the dragon on this run. I need some runes anyway. But he just kind of spawns out here, right? Am I crazy? I guess so. I could have sworn he just kind of flies down when you're nearby. Where is this? This must be the Site of Grace. Go due east from the Ogheel Lake South, Site of Grace, and up the hill with gravestones. Which is the hill with gravestones? Oh, this is not the right one. I bet it's up there. I bet they're meaning this Site of Grace right here. Yeah, it's gotta be it. In a chest near 2 sellswords next to the green and yellow banner. I'm a bit surprised I haven't found that actually. I felt I was pretty thorough in exploring Limgrave my first time. There's no way that's in that, right? Toot. Yeah, there it is, the Great Eepee. How did I not get that? Alright. That should be all of the... heavy thrusting swords. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many were there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. That is one row done. Next up would be curved swords and curved great swords. There are... holy shit, there are a lot of curved swords. And there are a lot of curved great swords. Alright, how many do I have? Let's start with Shadow of the Erdtree ones first. Spirit Sword, Falx, Dancing Blade of Rana, and Horned Warrior Sword. I have the Spirit Sword. I have the Falx, Dancing Blade of Rana, Horned Warrior Sword. Okay, so we have all the ones from Shadow of the Erdtree. And we are missing a very lot from the base game. Scimitar, Falchion, Shamshir, Grossmesser. Bandit's Curved Sword, no. Shotel, no. Scavenger's Curved Sword, yes. Mantis Blade, no. Beastman's Curved Sword, yes. Flowing Curved. Serpent God's Curved Sword, Magma Blade. Nox Flowing Sword, Wing of Astal. Alright, we're missing a lot of these. First one up, Bandit's Curved Sword is dropped by skeletal bandits in Limgrave and Altus Plateau. One of these skeletal bandits can be farmed easily just next to the Church of Pilgrimage Site of Grace. Hermit Merchant Shack. That's isolated merchant. Where's the Church of Pilgrimage? Here. Okay. Skeletal band. I think I know which one that is. And actually my Clean Rot Spear would be pretty good to use here. Where's my spears? These are halberds. Oh my god, I almost fell to my death. I need 14 faith. Okay. I'm pretty sure the Clean Rot Spear does holy damage. Yes. Let me minimize my window so I can see chat. Great hits. Ignore those. Alright, I need to figure out which enemy it is specifically. Must be this one. I thought the holy damage prevented them from coming back up, but I guess it just does extra damage. Considering how much my Naga Kiba does, I probably could just use that. Okay. Not the most exciting enemy to farm, but you need the blade. Fuck off. Okay, I'm switching my Naga Kiba. It's way easier to hit. I'm more used to it. Oh. I don't know what the chance for this to drop is, actually. Skeletal Bandit. It is a 2% chance to drop, but there's also a 1% chance to drop times 2. That's weird. Is that like a... It's not a different item. I don't know. It's the right guy at least, so we'll just kill him. It's not the greatest chance in the world to drop, but he is very easy to farm. Nope. The only other thing he can drop is a human bone shard, so we can be fairly certain if he does drop anything, we probably hit the drop chance. But it's not guaranteed. Anything is better than yesterday with that Fire Knight. Jesus Christ, that was pain. I had to go down that elevator every single time. Like 100 kills. How's the game design going these days? Last I saw you made an Easter egg after bouncing the ball on your head 3 times. Hey, Jesus Freak. It's been a while since that. It's going great, though. We are working on dialogue for an NPC. It's taken us a bit of time, but we're doing it, you know, we're trying to do it properly. Like, full backstory, multiple encounters, many different endings. I might even voice act him, who knows. And then after that, I'm thinking that we will improve the water, like add a swimming system and a water system so that we can harvest ingredients underwater. So that'd be pretty cool. And add in the fishing minigame and potion combat. But I think everything relating to water will be next. I'm pretty excited for that. Add some fish in, fishing, like add in like fish swimming around in the water would be pretty cool. I think that'll add a lot of, I don't know, it just opens up another biome, right? Maybe we can put an entrance to our abandoned mine shaft underneath the water, so you can swim down there. An oxygen system. Oxygen system would be nice because then we can add in an effect to give you water breathing, and then we can add in quests for NPCs that they need some water breathing potion, right? Ooh. Nope. It's the bone shard. Name it. Yeah, I need to take a couple screenshots. Maybe I'll do that today after we end with Elden Ring. And just post some updates on social media about how our game's going. It's been way too long since I've done that. I need to stop getting upset that it's not very visually appealing. Nope. Okay, this is definitely the most boring enemy that I farmed for weapons so far. I know there's gonna be a winner, right? There's gonna be some, I don't know, 0.1% drop or some shit from... Just mind-numbing. How have you been doing, Jesus Freak? It has been a long time since we last saw each other. What weapon is this for? This is for... Actually, that's a good question. Which weapon is this for? It's nothing great, but I don't have it, so I need to get it. It's the Bandit's Curved Sword. That's what we're aiming for. And there is a 1% chance, no, a 2% chance for him to drop it, and a 1% chance for him to drop 2 of them. So, 3% chance for Kale to get it. Still going strong and Unreal? It's good to hear. What have you been making? Nope. Come on. Theme park sim, like the old Roller Coaster Tycoon. I think you mentioned that once, didn't you? Or is this the first time you're saying that? To me, the only good spiritual successor to Roller Coaster Tycoon was probably Parkitect. I didn't mind Planet Coaster. I really enjoyed parts of Planet Coaster. But the problem I have with Frontier Studios is they put way too much micromanagement into their games. To the point where it's really hard to enjoy many aspects of the game. Architect for me was the closest spiritual successor, but so far nothing actually beats just loading up Roller Coaster Tycoon 1 or 2 and going crazy. Good luck. I will take a vow of silence until I get this weapon. Therefore, you may enjoy the ASMR of sitting at grace and killing undead enemy. Okay, I can't take a vow of silence. After this, we should find a good place to just farm the birds for the pickled Fowlerfoot's feet. Gotta be a good place to farm them, right? Come on. Damn it. Next up, we will upgrade every single weapon to max. I'm just kidding. There's no way. I don't even want to know how many smithing stones you need to do that. I prefer not to know. Only 50 more tries until you get it. I hope it's not that many. Not even good for rune farming. Which I've never done. I've never rune farmed in this game. I've never had to. I was pretty much always over leveled comparative to whatever I was facing. Now that I'm weapon farming, I guess you could say this is rune farming, but I mean it's so inefficient. Jellyfish. Oh yeah, I think the jellyfish come out here at night, don't they? Or am I crazy? Shit. Let me wait until morning. Best time, morning. I'd rather talk about eugenics again than farm this guy anymore. At least that was mentally interesting. Oh. Fuck off with your human bone shards. There we go. Bandit's curved sword obtained. Thank the Lord. Let me find a place to farm these bird feet. Elden Ring Owl Foot. They have a 25% drop rate from the birds with the swords on their feet. Fourth Church of America. Drop down to the beach northwest of the site of grace and use ranged attacks to kill a total of 17 guillemots there. Fourth Church of America. What's that? So there's a beach nearby. Down here? Oh. Drop down to the beach northwest of the site of grace. Okay. Let's go check it out. And I said ranged attacks, I guess because ranged attacks don't scare away the other birds. Alright, let's go check it out. Drop down onto the beach. How do you expect me to do that? Without dying. How do you expect me to drop down? Return from the void, how's the game of souls going? It's going great, except I just fell to my death. I thought I could survive that. Apparently, you cannot survive that. Oh, it's these things. I see, okay. I mean, I have like a throwing sword, don't I? I guess magic could be a pretty good idea, couldn't it? Neo. Neo is a good game. I like Neo 1. Didn't get too deep into Neo 2. But I really love Neo's stance system. There we go, there's one. I like that killing penguins gives me very good rewards. I'm not a fan of penguins. You guys can feel free to criticize that hot take. It's not bad. That's a pretty good way to get them, isn't it? Any fantasy seals around? In Elden Ring? I don't think there's any enemy like that, no. Now that you mention it, there aren't a whole lot of water-themed enemies in Elden Ring. Nice whiff. Shut up. I didn't ask your opinion. Okay, that should be pretty good to start with. That's 11 of them that we have. Let's keep going with this grind. You should check those slime, rat, dog, dragon, fantastic frog, and any thematic slug variation. Slimes, yes. Rats, yes. Dog, yes. Dragon, yes. Fantastic frog. I actually don't think there is a frog enemy. At all. Thematic slug, yes. There are thematic slugs. Okay, next one we need to get is the Shotel. Can be purchased from the nomadic merchant in Siofra River. Where is the nomadic merchant? Oh, yeah, I remember. Okay, this one will be a little annoying to get to. But we can do it. We'll make this the last one for the day, and then I'm gonna get going home. So if you have any controversial subjects to discuss, now is the perfect time to do it. You want to get in the audio clips of me, sound bites, saying something really, really, really messed up, go for it. Should upload some controller support for my prototype you've seen. Meanwhile, I've been away from home, so progress is scant. Controller support is pretty damn cool, though. That's something I have to do as well. Probably the sooner, the better. Even if only to see if there are any major unknowns with our design, that controller support would be pretty not great on. Actually, does he have anything that we can have? I don't know if we have the hand axe. I'll buy these as well. Oh, he sells beast livers. Actually, that is really nice to buy. Military, are you working in Unreal, by the way? I'm sure you've mentioned it before, just ignore the fact that my memory is terrible. let's wait about 10 minutes for this elevator to stop. Oh, primarily mess with Godot, okay. The whole co-op Tetris. There was one kind of similar style of game that I wanted to make, which was a co-op pinball game called Twin Ball. It was actually, I think it was kind of actually PvP, where you launched, where, you know, like the top of a pinball machine, usually that's the end of it, but it would actually go into another player's table at a certain point, and you'd play with multiple balls. I never knew if it was a good idea or not, or if it was kind of dumb. Playing with your homies as balls is underrated. Well, now we definitely have to do it. Okay, we want to ride through here. Ignore all this stuff. I don't know if people really play pinball games anymore, though. Sadly, I think it's kind of like a dying arcade game genre. I don't know. There's still a very niche and good audience for pinball games, but they're not so popular anymore. Alright, I'm pretty sure I know where this is. You have to climb up somewhere. Probably replaced by the lucrative pachinkos. Here's the sad thing, I actually like pachinko. Now, I'm not going to spend real money on pachinko, but I find pachinko kind of fun to play. He is up here, we just have to get up there. I can hear him playing his fiddle. I missed you, Huge Cookie. I missed your farts. Bro, let me come up. I'm coming up. Whoa. There he is.
Ooh, a customer.
Okay, Shotel. There it is, guys. That then is going to do it for me for the day, but
Goodbye.
we will continue on these curved blades tomorrow. Shotel of 8 shields. I do not know. I've never used one. But if there's something we want to try tomorrow, we can do it. For now, I'm going to get going. Upload these videos today. And we will be on tomorrow with more Colden Chronicles and more Elden Ring if we get the chance. I know. Sorry, huge cookie and I just showed up. We'll be on tomorrow, don't worry. Same time as usual. Let's do it. See you tomorrow. You rest well too, Military. I will see you all tomorrow. Love you all. Thank you so much for the wonderful, even if controversial talks today. It was very, very fun and everybody was very respectful, and that's what I love the most. So let's have some more of those tomorrow. Take care. Have a nice night. Bye-bye.